When the game gets tough, the tough ones start to play at Armor Attack. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Armor Attack Italy. This time we're going to talk and I'm going to show you the new Bastion Team Deathmatch map. Okay, I'm gonna take you through a tour if I don't die during it, and then we're going through some gameplay. Okay, a few things that I want to tell you before we start. As you see, this part remains almost the same. The only thing is that in this section here, where there used to be open space that you could shoot, now this section is completely closed. So you cannot go up the ramp and shoot from here. On the other side, there is not the position of beacon C anymore, and there is this ramp that goes around. Here in the middle you will see there is a big wall and these two passages. Okay, there are these passages to go from one section to another. Alright, and here there is an open space, and it's most likely seems to be a map that will intended to be more for brawling than sniping or long range shooting. More brawling or maximum medium range shooting is more towards that way. At the moment the map is mostly just geometry, so there are a lot of sections where there's going to be no material. There's going to be just boxes with a color, and that will be it. And that's it. I don't know how long it's going to take before it will be implemented in the game. It may take some time. It's a work in progress. It's very much at the beginning, so there might even be some changes even in the structure compared to what it is nowadays. So I'm gonna take you through this, but I cannot promise it will remain exactly how it is today. Okay, and let's go for a tour. Here we are, and okay, here how it is. So you see this part looks about the same. Okay, but you already see here there is something that you were not used to. So all the old part already has the material, but you see here there is an open space. Here there are the two tunnels, and this is where we used to go up, right? And here we had the rail, so it was covered. But here, as I told you, there is no open space anymore. It's all, so no way of shooting from there. And here I show you how it is. You see, to go through the big structure over here, so even the balconies that were used to we used to go up here to snipe. You see, now I have to be careful about that guy on the ramp, but you see, sniping nowadays is not as easy as it used to be. Okay, I don't know if maybe whoopa. So you see I have a few structures. I don't know if they're gonna keep the same shape that they have now. Possibly not. Okay. Wanna see if I'm curious to see if there's going to be a way to climb okay, we can climb here and see if we can go all the way over there. Not sure. No, I didn't want to do this. Let's see if I can make it over there. And possibly, if I can do it with the obelisk, it could be something that also an Icarus could do and get on the wall. And that could be a nice position for not sniping, because there's going to be no sniping distance, but you know, could be a good position. And I'm going to try later on the next battle. I'm going to use I'm gonna change the preset include an Icarus so that we can see if that maneuver is possible. That would be fun. Oh, naturally here I'm the only real player. Okay, that's about normal in test server. There is about 30 testers by now, and as you can imagine, since we are spread all over the world, it's not that easy to bump into any real player normally. Sometimes for testing purposes we plan, let's say, a little event where we get together at the same time so that we can actually do some real gaming, or at least 2 or 3, yes, 3, so that it gets much closer to what would be the experience on the live server. Okay, now I'm gonna fix the new preset, and then we are going to go back and do some gameplay. Alright, so this is going to be the preset. As you see, I put in the Icarus and also an Atlas, since it's the new character in the game, so I'm gonna show you a few things with that. And let's go to battle. Alright, and first we are going to try with the Autolisk and see if this time I get a chance to try that maneuver that I wanted to try before, and see if I can actually get to the wall over here, because that could be a very nice position. Hopefully I will have time to reload the ability. I don't think I will be able to go all the way over there. I should be able to get on this one. Let's see if I can manage. Come on. Okay, let's try this. Yes, we can do it, and at that point, even over there should be possible, and at that point, that would be a very nice sniper point. And let's see if we can do that. So we could actually get to it doesn't let me stay over there. Too bad. That would have been nice. It would have been the perfect sniping point. But we'll see if with the Icarus we get to do it. Never know. Sometimes things that you can do with one character are not possible to another one. Maybe due to the way that the Autolisk does the glide, maybe gets too high, right? So there are borders in the map and you can cross them, but we'll see if the Icarus can manage to do this. So okay. And let's see if with this baby instead we can manage to do that. Now I have the box only, the big box is only this way. And afterward I will have the autocannon. So okay, oops, no, don't fall. Ooh, I don't know if it will be actually possible to do this. We'll give it a try. Damn. Directly, I don't think it will be possible. Come on. Come on. Okay. A little tricky, but we can do it. Oh, wait a minute. minute. Can we get in there? Nope. Let's see if we can manage to... And now these are... No, see? Okay, so those are the borders of the map. And so... But even here, you don't have full cover, but and eyes see, so the AI see the opponent regardless to the vertical position. Okay. So possibly in a real game, real player, then of course, once you do it a few times, you will keep an eye on these two platforms as well. Okay? But since from the balcony it's not going to be possible to shoot at a certain distance, then those two spots on the wall could turn out to be very useful for, you know, some kind of sniping activity. Here we go. Oh, by the way, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel, you know, of course, if you like to, but I can assure you that I will not get offended if you do so. Okay? Okay, now this time I'm going to try to just play a battle. Okay? And see what I can actually this creeper is taking quite a good chunk of my HP. Hey, well, took more than a half. A bit too much, if you ask me. Good thing that with the lifesteal I can recoup a portion of what I've lost. That's one of the reasons why I like hermits for the lifesteal. You know, if you have your characters and weapon at good level, the amount of lifesteal does make a difference in how long you can actually survive. Are you still there? No. That doesn't mean that you can, you know, growl like a kamikaze against 4 characters at once. But if you give yourself a little time, especially, I'm using Maelstrom and Torrents because they have that continuous fire at a certain level. Therefore, even if when the clip is finished, they still shoot at a slower rate, but they always shoot. But the thing is, as soon as you release your finger from the fire, the weapon starts reloading. So sometimes this is quite an advantage. I like the weapons. Of course, as any weapon and any character, you need to know the pros and cons to use it the best possible way and getting the best possible performance, but sorry, that wasn't nice. Shooting in the back. Let's get out a bit from the line of fire. Reload a little bit the weapons and back in. Bit of cover because I'm a bit too thin in HP. I said that. Okay, let's go crazy and let's take the creeper. Because this little guy can be very, very annoying. Bam. Now I want to try if I can. See, the creeper can be quite of a uh-oh. As you've seen, the creeper can be very annoying. I love the character. You know, it's really. Of course, you need to know how to use it. You know, the timing of the leap and all sorts of things. But it's a nice character. Okay, so. This has been the preview from the test server of the new Bastion Team Deathmatch map. Hopefully it's going to be implemented soon. There is still work to be done on it. We are planning to do a thing with the guys of Keck and having a few of them and a few of us putting up a couple squad and battle a bit so that we see how this map can be used in a real match with real players and what we all will come up with, you know, using every possible spot of the map to have an advantage, which is something that with the AIs will not happen. So we're trying to organize this. Hopefully it's going to be done soon, and after that probably there will be some fine-tuning and on live server as soon as possible. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said before, subscribe to the channel, and as always and usual, at the end of it, or at the end of the video, ciao.